Ready?
Helping people who are living and working in Spain. It's The Right Way with David Wright.
You're listening to The Right Way with David Wright in the afternoon on Almería Radio 107.5 FM. The comment section is open, so come say hi to David right now.
Very good afternoon and welcome to The Right Way with me, David Wright, here on Almería Radio 107.5 FM. Big thank you, as always, to John Alex there. Thank you, John, for keeping us entertaining this afternoon. Have a great weekend. Okay, on my show today, I've got the latest news in Spain, some immigration news and updates that's quite important for British people here, and also a top restaurant in Spain that most Brits will never go to. Why is that? I'll tell you a little bit about that later on in the show. It might shock you as well. That's all coming up on my show today. White Boys there from Duran Duran. So the comment section has rebooted. Come and say hi. Come and keep me company this afternoon. Hi, Sylvia. Good afternoon to you. Yes, my cough has gone now about 6 weeks. 6 weeks getting over bronchitis. My wife as well. So we're both better now. Thank you for that. Jono Lost G. Hi, good afternoon to you, Jono. And Carol joining us in the comment section. Good afternoon, Carol. Yeah, not long now. So today is 1st of May. It's actually a big national holiday here in Spain. It's known international workers as the International Workers' Day. In Spain, they say Dia de Trabajador, and this is a holiday not just in Spain, it's in many places. 1st of May, public holiday, nationwide. Most businesses, banks will be closed. Offices are closed today. It's a day to recognise the rights of workers in Spain, well, in all over the place. It originates not from Spain, actually. The roots of this holiday comes from the United States, from Chicago, back in 1886, where workers went out on strike there for an 8-hour working day, better conditions and fair pay. The protests out there got violent and several people died in unrest there against the police, and that's why it's been famous for the Labour Movement Day worldwide. So yeah, today, national holiday, so if you're thinking about going out today, forget it. Pretty much everything will be closed here in this part of Spain for sure. Okay, so where are we going now? It's 1st of May. It's also our grandson Luca. It's his first birthday today. He's 1 year old today, and so got 20 people coming this afternoon for a party, a load of kids. Not sure if it's going to be warm enough to use the pool today. A little bit overcast this morning, but it's sun's trying to break out now, so yeah, we've got been getting ready all day for that, so we've got a load of screaming kids running around the house this afternoon, so that should be fun. So this one is for you, Luca. Happy first birthday. Good images there. Happy birthday. That's for Luca, his first birthday today. So yeah, 3 grandchildren, and God knows how many other kids will be turning up today for the party. So busy blowing up balloons and putting decorations up in the garden, so it should be chaos, absolute chaos this afternoon. I'll be in the bar, behind my bar, running that bar, keeping it well out of the action this afternoon. Yeah, so come and join me in the comment section now. The comment section has opened up, so come and say hi, come keep me company this afternoon.
Live.
David Wright.
David Wright.
David.
The
afternoon show.
So yeah, the weather didn't stop us last week. Had the event in Abelas, the Walk for Life there. Still quite a good turnout for everybody, even though it was raining, miserable, horrible day. I drove down from Almería, an hour's drive on the motorbike. Decided to take the motorbike. It didn't look too bad when I left home, but it rained all the way there. Lucky I had waterproofs on, but it wasn't bad. Rain stopped halfway through, and we managed to get the walk in and raise a lot of money for charity, so that was good. Also in Allbox this weekend, there is a livestock and cuisine fair with lots to see and do over the next couple of days in Allbox, so check that out. There's lots going on there. And in Almería this week, there's several fiestas going on over the weekend and into next week to celebrate the weekend events. There's some music events and local food and drink stands in the main Rambla in Almería Town Square. There's going to be lots going on over the next week in Almería, so if you're in Almería, come and check it out. That's all going on at the moment here in Almería. Let's have a Spanish one now.
Live.
David Wright.
David Wright.
David.
David.
The
Rock the DJ there from Robbie Williams.
David Wright, help and advice for living and working in Spain. You're listening to The Right Way. The Right Way with David Wright.
The comment section is open. Chat live to the DJ right now via our website.
And here he is, the legendary David Wright.
You're listening to The Right Way with me, David Wright, here on Almería Radio 107.5 FM. And so what about this restaurant then in Spain that I think most British people will not go to? I know I won't be going there, but not for the reasons you might think. That's all coming up after this. Okay, so let's talk about this restaurant then. It's actually been voted the best restaurant in the world, and it's here in Spain. It's called Disfruta, and it is in Barcelona. Now, this is a 3-star Michelin awarded restaurant. It's got several top chefs that work there. There is a lot of waiting to get in there. You have to book weeks in advance, and this may be not for most people. I think it's certainly not for me anyway. It's a cost of a table there per person is €300 per person. There's a fixed menu as well, so it's a fixed tasting menu up there, and you get 25 courses for that €300. So it starts from €300 for the tasting menu, and wine, if you want some wine, that's extra obviously, and that is €150 per person, not a ball, per person for the wine on that. And they reckon the average cost per person in the restaurant is between €450 and €500 per person. So do you fancy going to that? Disfruta in Barcelona, award-winning restaurant, and it's actually the best, awarded the best restaurant in the world here in Spain, in Barcelona. But €450 to €500, I think I could spend my money on something a bit better than that, but there you go. AC/DC there, hard as a rock. A very good afternoon. Chris Lovelace joined us in the comment section. Great news, Chris. Chris is moving here. He's going to get his visa application in soon. Good luck to you, mate, there. Talking about visas and applications, a little bit of a backlog with the visas at the moment, especially here in Almería. There's, as you probably know, this immigration thing with this amnesty for people. It runs until the June. I think it's the end of June, April till June. There's offering... this is a bit of a weird one. I can't never understand this, but Spanish authorities have decided to give amnesty and residency to 500,000 immigrants, most of them illegal immigrants, who can just get free everything pretty much. But there you go. Most of these are illegals that move in here, and they are going to get a full residency here, work permits, you name it, the lot. Now, already they're saying that they're possibly going to pass this 500,000. It could be as much as 750,000 for the first wave. Now, they're talking about a second wave maybe next year or within the next couple of years. But so yeah, all these immigration offices, if you go past any of them, I was in Roquetas a little while ago in El Ejido, and there's absolutely horrific queues of these immigrants all around the block, and they're going to be given free residency here in Spain. It always gets to me a little bit, that one, but without getting too political here on the radio, many British people want to come and live here in Spain. They want to contribute to the system. They've got their health insurance, they've got their money, and they have to prove income and everything like that, passports. They've come here legally, and they're struggling to get residence here in Spain. But if you just come over and you're an immigrant here, this actually applies to British people as well. You can do this, but I think the rules are you've got to be living here illegally for at least 5 months. So if you're British here and you've been here for 5 months, I'm not saying you should do that because it's illegal to do that. But if you do that, you will get a free residency here in Spain. But there you go. It doesn't seem fair to me, but that's just me having a go there. Okay, so many of you know that I've been doing this teaching now for a couple of years. I started a course online with, it was originally somebody who wanted to sponsor my shows, teaching a new system, a way to learn languages. He works with many different languages. He's a Spanish professor of languages, and he's a linguistics professor. And I went on the course, I started doing the course, and I've been through that, and I started teaching kids here English to local Spanish kids. I've got 11 students I teach teach different days of the week, and for an hour, around about an hour at a time. And I quite like it. It's quite interesting. And I didn't want kids when I first started. I only wanted to teach adults, but there you go. That's the way it goes. And I've got mostly kids, young kids, but it's quite good fun teaching them. And this system gets great results. Now, two of the students that have on our course have gone on to be offered jobs here. One of our teachers, Lisa, she might mind me telling her name, Lisa, she lives in Murcia. She joined the course shortly after me, started teaching a couple of people online. She was teaching online only, and she's been offered a job in a local school in Murcia, and she's now got a full-time contract teaching. Now, she doesn't speak any Spanish at all. She's learning Spanish, but her Spanish is very poor. She don't mind me saying that. So you don't need to speak Spanish to teach English to local Spanish people. Now, this is just no reading, no writing. It's just conversational Spanish. Now, if you're interested in this course, I've done videos on it. I've got videos with the creators of the course, is videos on what I'm doing on the course, how I'm making some money, and exactly what I'm doing. And we have online training, coaching, live coaching through Zoom every Thursday night at 7:30, 8 o'clock, I believe it is. We've changed the times at the moment. I think it's 8:30 now. But yeah, so you can come and join us on the coaching. There is a course you need to go through. It's not free. You have to just pay to join the course. It's quite straightforward to go through this course. Anyone can do it. No qualifications at all needed. So if you're interested in that, go and check it out over on my website, davidwrightonline.com, or on my YouTube channel. There's links in the description box here now on Almería Radio, and you can go and check it out and see exactly what we're doing, how we're teaching, how we're making some money out of teaching English just by speaking English to local people. Now, you don't have to be in Spain to do this. You can do this from anywhere. And if you're not English, you can teach other languages. The idea is you teach the language that you're native in. So if you're English, you teach English. If you're German, you teach German. It can be done online or in person. I've done a couple of online classes, but I prefer to do it in person to local kids. I'm just doing it as a bit of fun, really. But you can do it as some of the other students have done as a full-time job, and they're making a full-time living out of it. So if you're interested in that, come and check it out over on my website, davidwrightonline.com.
The Afternoon Show.
Yeah, so we're talking about the best restaurant in the world, voted the best restaurant in the world. That's up in Barcelona and here in Spain. Now, it's quite expensive, between 450, 500 euros per person for that wine tasting and set menu. Set menu is 25 courses. I actually had a 12-course menu many years ago in France, and that was pretty good, actually. It wasn't anywhere near that expensive, but a 12-course menu, small sort of nouveau cuisine, so little tasters. It was quite nice as well. You'd think it's a lot to eat, but it's not. It's only small portions, and it's quite good. You've got lots of different flavours. But yeah, I don't think I'll be going to that restaurant. Spain has some fantastic restaurants here. I've been to a couple of very nice restaurants, especially up in Seville and in Barcelona, also in Cordoba, some beautiful restaurants. But quite honestly, I prefer my tapas myself. I love my tapas, as most of you know. And here in Almería, you can get tapas all over Spain. Most parts of Spain do tapas, but here in Almería they're free. Now, I always get called out on this one. Oh, they're not free, you know. But listen, this is how I see it. You buy a drink, beer or wine. It has to be an alcoholic drink. You can have a tapa with a non-alcoholic drink, but the tapa isn't included. So you buy a beer or a wine here, and so you buy a small beer and you get a plate of food included in that price. So yeah, the food is free. Sometimes the drinks are a little bit more expensive, but only, you know, a few euros, 50 cents more. And definitely in the mountains here, in the back street, smaller villages, there are some beautiful tapas bars. And we were at I went out on a motorbike tour the other week, and we had tapas in a little bit of a bar next to a restaurant, next to a petrol station. A lot of us bikers went up there. I think it was about 20 of us went in, and we all ordered a beer. It was $1.25 for the beer, a bottle of beer, $1.25, and a free tapa ordered off of a menu. So yeah, pretty good value. You can still get some really great value, but you have to shop around. You have to look for these places and know where to go. So yeah, there's some great tapas. Also I was up in Pamplona, up that way in the north of Spain a couple of years ago, and they don't call them tapas up there. They call them pinchos, and they're like a sandwich bread, like a French loaf, and you have the tapas on top. They charge €3 for the tapas up there. drinks are normal price, but these are extra large tapas. So yeah, tapas in Spain, very well worth checking it out. So make sure, and don't do the mistake that my brother made when he came here a few years ago. Order a pint of beer and get one tapa. Order 2 halves and get 2 tapas. So there you go. Sweet dreams there from the Eurythmics. And you're talking about tapas and restaurants, and maybe you might not want to go to that restaurant in Barcelona, being it's 400 to 500 euros per person. But yeah, you can get some pretty good deals here in Spain. And probably one of the best restaurants I've ever been to here in Spain was in Seville, and it's on the bridge there. I can't remember off the top of my head what it's called now, but there's only one restaurant. If you go to Seville, if you ever visit Seville, and on the main bridge there, going over to the Tower of Gold, they call it, there on the main bridge, there's a restaurant there, and it's a towering restaurant. It goes up about 4 or 5 floors. Now, you can eat downstairs on the restaurant, most people do during the day, but you can have lunch or evening meal up on the roof terrace restaurant. Obviously, when the weather's nice up there, it is amazing. Now, I don't know if Carol's still listening, she's on the comment section, and Carol joined us. We went there for her birthday several years ago. It was beautiful. I had a lovely meal up there, and I've been there a couple of times with friends and family. And you sit up on the top of the roof terrace restaurant there. It's a very nice 4-star restaurant. It's not cheap, I must admit. It's quite expensive, but you look, the views out over all of Seville there and the river. It is amazing. So if you get a chance to go to Seville, go and check that restaurant out.
David Wright, help and advice for living and working in Spain. You're listening to The Right Way. The Right Way with David Wright.
Very good afternoon, Cat Dog. Join us in the comment section. Yeah, it was great to see you guys last weekend. Not a bad turnout, seeing as the weather was pretty awful last week. But there you go. Didn't stop us going in for the Walk for Life and raising quite a bit of money for charity there. Okay, so that's just about it for another show. Up next, it's a 5 o'clock hit mix with Rob Mack. Stay tuned for that. Thanks very much for joining me, everybody, in the comment section. I appreciate it. Have a great weekend. Remember, it's a holiday. Everything's closed out there at the moment. And I'll leave you with this one.